We've all been on the internet. We are all aware of the internet, but how much of it are we actually able to access? According to reports, only 4% of the internet is open to the public domain. The rest is the deep and dark web, kept under lock and key. But how easy is it to find? We started our journey finding out information about how to enter the dark web. This proved easier than we thought. Friends knew the exact steps and measures we needed to take. We began by downloading Tor, an online web browser that gives you the power to search for usually off-limit sites without being traced. We decided, in order to find out more information, we wanted to interview Connor Jones, the person who directed us when downloading the dark web. Connor seems to have some knowledge about the dark web and is interested in the topic, so we are meeting Connor at the local college, Coleg Cambria.
Connor Jones, what do you know about the dark web?
Dark web, it's to put it in simpler terms, it's pretty much just the other side of the internet people don't go on. It's where a lot of the hidden, darker websites are that are hidden behind a load of different encryptions to stop people on the regular web accessing them.
What do you know about it?
Well, I know that it's not illegal to access it, but you do need a certain browser, that's just, like the Tor browser, that gives you a proxy that allows you to access these websites. Some stuff on the dark web that isn't bad and is literally just storage. Like a lot of websites on the normal web are accessible on the dark web, but then the dark web's also there for marketplaces for drugs, guns, slaves.
So for someone who hasn't been on the dark web, what stories have you heard about it?
Two really. Silk Road, which apparently used to be one of the biggest marketplaces on the dark web where you could buy a lot of drugs, but I think it was 2 or 3 years ago the owner was found out, tracked down by the FBI. He's now got life imprisonment, 130 years I think. Don't think it'll last that long, but still. And also a lot of rumours going on the dark web about hitmen. There's apparently a hitman network. I don't think it's true myself, but apparently people can pay a lot of money, like £5,000 onwards, to actually get someone to kill someone. So it's quite scary stuff really, because if it is true then, yeah.
I was thinking of things to browse for, which proved difficult, as my team felt whatever they searched for was either incriminating or just boring. My team was given the suggestion to search for the hidden wiki page that gives users that have Tor links for websites. It was then that they hit the jackpot.
3.5 grams of MDMA crystals, uncut, is $115. The thing is though, saying like it's good is just like, it shows how accessible it is though.
It's crazy.
Like, if like I get paid on Friday,
you could just
and I could just buy 3.5 grams of MDMA for £115.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you wouldn't get away with it though, would you?
Oh no.
Surely not.
Pass the pen test.
Pass the UV test.
And it's free shipping in the US.
That's the thing, the majority of these are US based, like everything's in US dollars, as opposed to like British pounds.
Yeah, or euros.
Notice how everything on here is in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Is that literally why Bitcoin was made?
I'm starting to think so. Because it doesn't seem like to have any other
Other
use.
purpose apart from...
I think like places in London accept Bitcoin, but I don't really know.
Do you have any advice or any warnings to someone who wants to access the dark web?
Don't use your real name. Use an online alias. Like, say if I went on it, I don't know, my name's Dark Chicken, something. Don't use use fake email addresses if you're going to sign up to websites. Hopefully you don't sign up to websites. And cover your webcam, definitely. Because who knows who's on the other side.
Not only did we want to interview Connor, who knows about the dark web, we wanted to speak to someone who knows very little about the dark web, which is why we are here today to speak to Daniel Cookson.
Dan, do you know of the dark web?
I do know of it. I've heard a little bit about it. I don't know too much about it, but I think pretty much everyone knows.
What do you know about it though?
I know it's like kind of a place where people can, it's like a separate entity to the sort of public internet, if you like. You have to have like a specific browser to access the information on there, but it's usually like consists of like stuff that you can't normally access on the standard internet, such as like, you know, you could buy weapons or drugs and stuff like that.
Can you tell us about the dangers of it?
I feel that, say, if someone was to attempt to buy drugs or some other sort of thing off there, there is a chance that they could be getting traced and then eventually, you know, get prosecuted or arrested or, you know, face jail time for it. The other side, I guess, is maybe like your information might get stolen from like people that are abusing the dark web to sort of steal information. You know, you might find yourself having all your money like stolen from your bank account and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Do you think in this day and age that there's a lot of speculation and horror stories about the dark web that may be untrue?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know too much about it. I've heard that like, you know, certain websites, they're not what they are on the normal internet. When you go on, say, like Twitter on the dark web, it'll take you to something really sort of grotesque, which I probably don't want to talk about that deeply, but yeah.
On our journey to discover the dark web, we have found many things. The dark web is a creepy place and proves that we may think we know a lot about the internet and what it holds, when in reality we know very little. We only scratched the surface and we found drugs, fake credit cards, fake IDs and weapons. But further in, it gets much darker. We chose to only scratch the surface as we may regret what we might find.
It seems to be just like a really like...
Drug based.
Yeah, like that seems to be the biggest thing.
On there.
Like we know that there are like darker things, but it seems to be more...
Drugs seem to be the front of everything that we've seen.
Apart from Cannibal Cafe, of course.
That was like... Wasn't that like 1990s, 2000s? That's been shut down for ages.
Yeah, that's not existent anymore though.
We got on it
Yeah,
yesterday.
we could see like
It was
the old
Yeah.
pages, but it wasn't existent.
Just like the dark web and there's deep web.
Yeah.
The deep web is
It's like government
is
stuff.
the deep web. Deep web's like legal documents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the
Dark web is like illegal
Tor encrypted sites. So I could actually get onto them, but I just don't know how to. I feel like there's not like as much as we thought. I feel like it's such a dramatised thing.
Yeah. Or like maybe
I
it's
know
just
drugs. I know drugs are bad. Yeah.
but it's not the worst.
At least it's not human trafficking, like
Yeah.
like we've been told, because like there doesn't seem to be any here that we can see.
That we can see though. That's
Yeah, I suppose.
There's some dodgy things on the hidden wiki
Oh, yeah,
page actually though. To be fair.
Yeah, that is proper bad
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, we're not clicking on that.
No.
So I suppose if we were looking,
if we
deeper.
were looking deeper, which we
And
did,
wanted to
which
go
I
on
suppose
the pages.
we want to do, but we don't want to like go that deep. Then
yeah,
they're like things that people go on to talk though, as if it's like Reddit or something. And like
Yeah.
they go on it for fun. Like these drug ones are just like the strangest ones to me, because they open up dead easily. You don't have to like sign in. You don't have to do anything. It's just
You can just buy
there
drugs.
straight away.
For anyone who's thinking about accessing the dark web, do you have any warnings, any advice for them?
I'd say probably maybe avoid it if you can. But if you do just need to be on it, then just do it like as safely and avoid the really horrible stuff, I guess. That's all I could really say. Which might be a bit harder than it sounds. But yeah, that's pretty much what I tell people.
Our investigation in the end is successful. We set out to find out more, and that's what we did. We now know the dangers and what lurks within the dark web.